Given the day's news, we thought it would be a good thing to end on something a bit lighter. So tonight we celebrate a Chicago institution celebrating its 50th birthday. The Second City has graduated so many of the stars of comedy, just a fraction of them, 600 of them, came back to town recently to mark the occasion in Chicago. Many of them have one thing in common. They are big stars today who knew then they had to start small.
I think it was the best job I ever had, the happiest time of my life in a lot of ways.
Of all of showbiz.
Tina Fey has to be considered a modern-day mogul in the entertainment world.
I can see Russia from my house.
The first ever female head writer on Saturday Night Live, she went on to be the creator and star of 30 Rock. She has a keen eye for talent. Her films have grossed $200 million. And yet, if you ask her, her happiest time was traveling around in a van with fellow cast members, performing for $75 a show.
If we got back too early, we would only get $12.50 per diem. So sometimes we would drive around until we could get past the cutoff to get the whole $25.
Hit me with your best shot!
Second City is one of the places where modern comedy was born, and they made it up as they went along. It's improvisation, not stand-up. It works when the team works together.
One thing that people really learn in the beginning is even when you're talking, be listening, and if someone else starts to talk, stop talking.
Second City works because it's not in New York or L.A., it's Chicago, where comedy audiences are almost forgiving because they love improv and cast members learn not to fear failure.
You learn to be fearless, and you learn how to fail because you mostly fail. You mostly flop.
Bonnie Hunt was working as a nurse when she tried improv comedy. She made the leap at the urging of a dying patient.
And he said, "Honey, I'm at the end of my life, and one of the biggest regrets I have is that I feared failure."
Andrew Alexander is CEO of the Second City, one of the bosses of improv comedy, and he's seen the greats come and go through these curtains.
You know, you think about the 70s of those casts of Gilda Radner, Dan Aykroyd, John Candy, Eugene Levy, Martin Short.
My group was astounding.
Martin Short joined Second City in 1977 when it expanded to Toronto. He learned how to come up with entire musicals based on one word shouted from the audience.
What you do is you then take a suggestion on a theme, the recession. But you do it as Sinatra. Where did the money go? And the piano player is following. What will I do for dinner? And you just go along, and you hope somehow you come up with an ending.
Fine. You're my friend, Kenneth. Let's go.
You are running things and in the position to hire, as you have been for years. When you see the Second City on a resume, that tells you
First,
something.
I assume it's a lie, because a lot of people lie about it.
McBrayer.
And McBrayer. It's such a valuable resume thing that people do lie about it. But yeah, they are flexible yet skilled. They are specific in the characters that they play. They're just good.
They are indeed. Our thanks and congratulations to the Second City for 50 years, making it all up as they go along.